Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fit and fine at your homes. Dear students, as you know that we are discussing chapter number 10. In this video we are going to discuss the last topic, that is respiratory disorders. Disorders are the functional abnormalities or the disturbances. So in this topic we will discuss the abnormalities related to the respiratory system. There are many respiratory disorders, but their percentage in Pakistan is particularly high due to the more pollution. Here we will discuss few disorders one by one. The first one is the bronchitis. Bronchitis is the inflammation or the swelling of the bronchi or bronchioles. The diagram is showing the normal bronchial tube and the inflamed bronchial tube. It results due to the more secretion of the mucus into the tubes that leads to the swelling of the tubular walls and the narrowing of the tubes. The main causes of the bronchitis are virus, bacteria, and exposure to the chemical irritants. What are chemical irritants? These are the materials, these are the substances that causes irritation into the respiratory tract. There are two main types of bronchitis. The first one is the acute bronchitis and the other is the chronic bronchitis. The acute bronchitis lasts for 2 weeks, and in this case the patient recover with no permanent damage of the bronchi or the bronchioles. The chronic bronchitis lasts for 3 months or 2 years, and in this case the bronchi develops the chronic inflammation. The common symptoms of the bronchitis are cough, mild wheezing. Wheezing means the whistling noise of the chest during the breathing. Fever, chills and the shortness of breath. The second disorder is the emphysema. What is emphysema? Emphysema is the destruction of the walls of the alveoli. This diagram is showing the normal alveoli and the alveoli affected with the emphysema. Due to the destruction of the walls of the alveoli, the surface area for the gaseous exchange decreases. The tissues of the lung breaks down and the lungs do not come back to its original shape after the exhalation. The common symptoms of the emphysema are fatigue, recurrent respiratory infections and shortness of the breath. What are recurrent respiratory infections? These are the infections that are more frequent and are longer lasting. The third one is pneumonia. Pneumonia is the infection of the lungs. As it affects both the lungs, so it is called double pneumonia. The common cause of the pneumonia is the bacterium, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae, and some viral and fungal infections also leads to the pneumonia. When these organisms enters into the alveoli, they settle there and grow in numbers. They break down the lung tissues and the area is filled with the pus or the fluid. The main symptoms of the pneumonia are cold followed by the cough, sputum production. Sputum production means the cough with the thick mucus, high fever and the shivering. Some antibiotics and vaccines are used to treat the pneumonia. The fourth one is asthma. Asthma is a form of allergy in which the inflammation of the bronchi, the more mucus production and narrowing of the airways take place. In asthma patient, the bronchi and bronchioles become sensitive to the different allergens. Allergens are the substances that causes allergy. When exposed to any such allergens, the sensitive airways show the immediate and excessive response to the constriction. In this way, the patient feels difficulty in the breathing. The common symptoms of the asthma are shortness of the breath, wheezing cough, and chest tightness. Some chemicals are used to treat the asthma, and such medicines are given in the form of inhalers. The fifth and the last disorder is the lung cancer. Lung cancer is a disease of uncontrolled cell division in the tissues of the lung that leads to the tumors. It is the uncontrolled cell division in the tissues of the lung that forms the tumor. The main causes of the cancer are carcinogens, ionizing radiation, viral infection, and the smoking. But the smoking is the main cause of lung cancer. Carcinogens are the substances that causes cancer in the living tissues. Ionizing radiation is the form of energy that is released by the atom and is widely used in the different fields like medicine, nuclear power, etc. The common symptoms of the lung cancer are weight loss, shortness of the breath, and the coughing. This diagram is showing the lungs that are affected from the lung cancer, and this is the cancerous mass. As smoking is the main cause of the lung cancer, so it also has the other bad effects. Smoking is very harmful because it has the chemicals in the smoke and the cigarette. The tobacco smoke contains over 4,000 chemicals, out of which 50 are carcinogens and the other are poisonous. For example, nicotine. Nicotine is a poison that was widely used as an insecticide in past. It is present in the tobacco. When it is inhaled, it affects our circulatory system as well as our brain. The smoking also leads to the cancer of the kidney, oral cavity, larynx, breast, bladder, and the pancreas. The smoking also affects our circulatory system. The carbon monoxide present in the tobacco smoke lessens the oxygen carrying capacity in the hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is the red protein that is responsible for the transporting oxygen in the blood. Some other chemicals increases the blood platelets. As the number of platelets increases in the blood, it whisks the blood. That leads to the arteriosclerosis. What is arteriosclerosis? It is the condition in which the walls of the arteries become thick and hard. The smoking also leads to the tuberculosis, TB, and pneumonia. It also weakens the teeth. The tooth loss in the smoker is 2 to 3 times higher than in the non-smoker. The smoking also affects the social life of a person because smokers face the social unacceptance. The other people may not want to expose to the other smoke. The World No Tobacco Day is celebrated on the 31st of May every year. This is the end of your chapter. Thank you, students. Allah Hafiz.